Good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Sister Yaffa. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully tonight will be beneficial for you. Today is Thursday, March the 24th in the year 2011 AD. I was going to start out giving you some information that I had found, but I decided that I'm going to just start what we said we were going to start. Today is supposed to be questions and answers, whatever topic you want to ask, whatever comments you want to make, whatever complaints you want to voice. However, no one is going to get an opportunity to just monopolize the whole show in case there are a lot of other people that have something to ask me. So let's take the first question, either from the phones or from the chat room. We have to do this because, it's been brought to my attention that I don't take enough questions. Also, for those of you that are having technical difficulties downloading my show, it has been brought to my attention that for some reason people can't seem to download this particular show to iTunes. What I would suggest is that you continue to try, or bear with us, and we'll try to see if we can contact Blog Talk Radio and hope that they're not picking on me because I'm picking on everybody else. Anyway, let's take a question. Wow, no one has a question.
Right now, there's no questions, or no one has their hand up. I just see listeners and the people in the chat room. No one's asking any questions, so
amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how many of you have noticed, it's come to my attention that Libya was attacked about a week ago or sometime last week. It seems to me that I warned everybody a couple of weeks prior that Libya was one of those last 5 countries standing that does not have the foreign Rothschild's bank, and I told you that all 5 of those nations are in line to be attacked. To compel them to get in line, they're going to be bullied into it, no choice, is all by force. That's patriarchal, to do things by force and not allow an individual the opportunity to make a choice on their own. This is supposed to be a free will zone, and no one is supposed to be compelled to do anything against their will. They're supposed to be able to do, one should be able to do whatever one chooses to do as long as what one is doing is not harming someone else. And compelling people to do these things at the cost of bloodshed and war and the involvement of other countries into war for this nonsense is definitely not a matriarchal right use of will modality. Let me see if I can find the information that I wanted to share with you guys, because I did not, if no one wants to get into the questions, and I'm surprised considering how many people actually have a tendency to have their hands up before the show even gets going, and I don't stop to take the questions from the callers or the listeners. So,
well, we have a question in the chat room. Someone asked, can you tell me where in the Bible they said that melon deficient has to be grafted in?
Oh, God, I don't even have my Bible. Let me think. It's been years ago since I researched that information. It doesn't use the word melanin deficient. I think it has something to do with grafting in vines, and I'm thinking it's either Isaiah or Jeremiah, I'm thinking. It's been years since I've seen that data. I wish I don't even have a Holy Bible here, because when I relocated, I only brought 2 dictionaries out of the 15 or 20 that I have. And I thought I had a Bible, but I didn't bring any Bible with me. I need to probably go and pick one up at a 99-cent store for people that are asking specific questions like that. But I'm thinking where they're talking about grafting in the vines is Isaiah or Jeremiah, from what I remember. But it's been years. The last time I looked at that type of information was probably in 2000. And I'm not the one you want to quote on the specifics but that should be easy enough to find. What you do is you go into the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, and actually, you know what? I can do it. I do have Strong's Exhaustive Concordance. You look in the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, and you look up the word graft. And in graft, it'll tell you exactly what number word in the Bible that would be, and it will let you know whether or not it is a Hebrew word or a Greek word. And once you find the passage that talks about grafting the vines, then it'll tell you where. But let me just look real quickly. I forgot I have a concordance. GOGOGRAEACAGRAF. All right, graft. GRA. He wants you to do everything for them. Graft. Now here they're saying to graph. I don't think that's the way it should be listed. Hold on, graft. GRAF.
And there's two other questions.
Okay, hold that thought.
Okay.
Just find it here. Just tell them to hold that thought for 1 second. Let me look up vine. Maybe it's under vine. Because in here, it's using something else. Actually, give me one of the questions while I'm flipping these pages, and hopefully I won't get off.
They asked, is Ethiopia one of the nations?
Not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. I think didn't I name off those nations before? I think it was Cuba, Libya, Iran, North Korea, and I can't think of the fifth one off the top of my head for some strange reason, but I don't believe it was Ethiopia. Hold on. Now that's got me on a whole nother search. Let me finish this first search. I don't recall Ethiopia being one of them. I don't know if that answers the question, but if you go back and go to the prior shows, I listed the shows, the countries in a previous show, and it's kind of hard for me to pull it off the top of my head because my brain is in the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance right now. But when I get out, I can try to find it. Vines, figs, vines. I don't think it's vines with an E. It's vine singular. Grapes, vine. They planted morning. What was the other question?
Another question?
No, I thought you said there were two other questions.
Well, somebody asked, was Gaddafi killing his own people?
I seriously doubt that. Like I said, a lot of people get set up, framed, and lied on. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But the last time I checked, the United States is killing their own people, too. The police shoot us down every day. People are getting lethal injections on a regular basis. And, prior to that, what was it, the electric chair? I mean, what country isn't killing their people? Or somebody's people? And even if he were, going in there and attacking him based on it would be synonymous with saying some country should come in here and attack the United States because it killed its people. It's kind of hard to know what is real and true because, people, when it comes to the United States and the United States citizenry and the American people, which are two different things, but the people inside of this salad bowl know the least about what's going on in the world. The rest of the world knows more about what's going on in the world than the people in the United States. They keep us dimmied down with what they're up to. So I can't say for sure that he's killing his people or not just because they're saying it in the news. I've come to believe very little of what I hear about in the news. You'd have to probably look on the Internet to see what the truth is. It's been brought to my attention. Some of it has to do with that he wants to use gold coin instead of their thing, and he's trying to avoid, taking in a Rothschild bank. And that's what Afghanistan was attacked about, amongst other things. And that's what Iraq was attacked about, amongst other things. It's never what people tell you it is, especially on the mainstream media. I wish I had a Bible in my hand, mine in particular, because it's all underlined in there. Vine. Saying something about a true line. Okay, since no one has any questions for me other than this one that I'm still trying to find, which, it's always better for people to do their own research. They want me to do everything. I tell people I've gathered this information I'm over 50. I've gathered this information over the years of my life. And